what, I'm not gonna force it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Brenda. So today we're actually going to be having a busy day. I'm going to be running some errands with my mom because we are prepping for Easter. I'm not too sure when I'm going to be posting this vlog, as I've kind of, been a little slow at my vlogging situation. I don't think I've properly talked about that, but basically during March, winter is super dark and cold, and honestly, I just don't find inspiration with that kind of weather because I'm like a sunny girl. I love sunny, bright, warm days. That's where I find the most inspiration. And when the new year rang in, obviously I was coming from Vlogmas and I was able to keep up with the rhythm of recording and posting and all of that, but then March rolled in and the winter blues really kicked in, and I just decided, you know what, I'm not gonna force it. I'm not going to try and post something just for the sake of posting. I really want my videos to be truly inspiring, positive, and moving, and if I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna record that. So that's basically what happened in March, and all of that really just, I rely on the weather. Honestly, the weather, if the weather is nice, the camera's rolling most likely, because a lot of things have to be like aligned before I even pick up the camera and record. But with that being said, today I'm gonna be going to Costco with my mom because we're prepping for Easter dinner. So we're still gonna gather a grocery list for that. So we're also gonna go get our nails done. I like to get my toes done preferably, but I like to keep up with it. But honestly, for my manicure, I just try to just maintain it myself. I don't really do a lot of color anymore. I have nail polish and everything, but it's a bit time consuming for it to just chip off by the end of the week, honestly. And I use my hands a lot. You guys know I love baking, I love cooking. I love to use my hands a lot when it comes to cleaning and all of that stuff. And for me to have an expensive manicure done and then just have it be chipped off, or my nails grow really fast, by the way, so it's like if they're gonna start showing that gap for 40-50 bucks, it's honestly just not a good thing. So I feel like the pedicure is just much better because we're still in winter, so I am still wearing a lot of shoes. I'm not wearing sandals or anything yet, so I think the pedicure is just better, more maintained, and I like having a pedicure done. So my mom and I are gonna go get our nails done, and then also after we're gonna come home, or at least I'm gonna come home, and my husband and I are more likely gonna have a dinner today here at home. We're probably not gonna eat out today, and then I think we might go out for a walk. It is supposed to rain this weekend, which is crazy because every Easter it's usually beautiful, sunny, and warm, and for some reason it's gonna be raining this year. It's like super rare, and so I am trying to maybe get that park walk in later today before it gets super gray and dark. And obviously I don't find a lot of inspiration with that kind of weather, but we did have beautiful sunny days these last few days, so I was able to charge up enough strength to pick up the camera today. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's get into the vlog.
This is like with that, I ain't
Made it to my mom's house, waiting for her so that we can get going. There she is. My mom. Why are you laughing, Mom? Are you camera shy today?
Porque me agarraste en fragancia.
¿Qué significa eso? Oh, see? Mom, what color of nails are you getting today? You don't know? Are you gonna go for like a spring color or a summer color?
Spring.
Spring? Before we go to Costco, Mom and I are stopping by Kohl's because she needs to pick something up, or I don't know what she's doing. What are you doing? You do some shopping or something like that, right? Yeah, so we're just gonna do a quick stop at Kohl's. We are going to go into this crowded store. Mom is gonna do a Costco return, and we all know that Costco returns are hectic. Is there a line there? I don't know. No? So for the Costco Easter dinner haul, we were kind of aiming for like a steak house type of situation. So typically when we go to a steakhouse, we like to order our steaks and have like a roasted vegetable. Definitely potatoes have to be in the mix. We like sort of like a chip and dip as an appetizer. We like the wine as well. So we wanted to incorporate that kind of tone into Easter dinner this year. So this is what we ended up picking up. I also, while I was there, I just picked up something for my husband and I because last time that we went, I forgot to pick up our immunity shots. I was drinking these throughout winter. I'm not sure if it did anything, honestly, but I kind of feel like it, you know, you just can't go wrong with it. So I picked up some immunity defense shots for ourselves, but that's not an Easter thing. So this is a dip that we like to get at Costco. It's the spinach artichoke parmesan dip. You warm this up, you have some tortilla chips with you. This is so delicious. So we're planning on serving this as an appetizer. And then we picked up these steaks. We picked up New York steaks because we weren't too sure if everybody was a fan of ribeye. I know my husband and I like the ribeye better, but we just decided to get the New York steak since it is a family favorite. And then we picked up some wine. We also picked up some organic French green beans because I do plan to saute them with salt, pepper, and olive oil. And I'll probably look up another recipe to see how I can, you know, make these a little bit more fun. And then my mom, she picked up some strawberries to have with strawberry shortcakes with like whipped cream and stuff like that. And then these are the tortilla chips that we opt for the spinach and artichoke dip. We like these because they're a bit more healthier. In my opinion, tortilla chips are just not healthy. Chips in general are not healthy because of the oil content in them, but because it's a holiday and because we're gonna have the dip, and again, you just gotta live a little. So we ended up resorting to a healthier, so to speak, option, organic multigrain sea salt tortilla chips. This is a blend of grains and seeds, and that's about it. So that is the Costco haul. I'm gonna put this away. Made it back home from my mom's house. Now I'm going to clean up the kitchen, tidy up the kitchen. I'd like to go to the park for a walk before that storm rolls in because the news is hyping it up. I feel like the news hypes up like a lot of things, but especially the weather. They make us feel like, you know, we got to be on a flood watch warning, which are pretty serious categories, but it's like it ends up not even really being that big of a deal. So, but it is a big deal to me because I'm not a big fan of storms to begin with, or rain, gloomy, dark, cold days. So I really want to take advantage of this beautiful weather that we've got going on. It's like been partly cloudy. The sun is like in and out of the clouds. But I do want to take one of my shots that I picked up at Costco today because I kind of feel like when I went to the nail place, there was a few workers there that were coughing a lot. And I asked the lady who was doing my nails if she was sick, and she said she wasn't. Has she been sick? I hope she feels better. But one time I actually, when I got my nails done last year, I literally got sick like the next week of COVID. So I kind of feel like the only thing I had done out of the ordinary was getting my nails done, and the person who was doing my manicure, they were sick. And as they were sick, they were like sniffing and wiping their nose with their hands and still touching my hands to do my manicure. So I really do feel like maybe I got something from that salon because of the person who was doing my nails. I don't know, but today when I went to the nail salon and the lady was kind of like sniffling and coughing, and I asked her if she was sick. She said she wasn't, that it was just that she was having like allergies, and I'm just like, I don't know. Ginger shots are always spicy in the back of the throat. Rico, do you want a ginger shot? Yeah, so the shot is done. Now let's go ahead and empty the dishwasher and do that real quick before we go to the park. What time do you want to go to the park?
Before the sun goes down.
Before the sun goes down? Well, let me put the dishes away real quick then. Ooh, those clouds do not look convincing at all. It's so cold. And we have a golden retriever that's super cute here in the back that you guys cannot see. And then in front of us, we have a cute corgi. Oh, so cute. It is so cold. It was. The clouds are already covering the sun. You see, everybody? These clouds. Those are thunderstorm clouds right there. Brought this sweater because this is the only sweater that I'm wearing today. And today you actually brought your sweater. It's power walk. Let's get this crispy cold walk in. On the menu tonight we have some pre-marinated wild Alaskan salmon. For the sides with the salmon, I'm going to be roasting some broccoli in the oven, but because the broccoli is frozen, I like to cook it in the microwave first and then I put it in the oven. So while it's roasting, I'm going to get going with the rice. So I have the rice water boiling right now. And I'm actually gonna do this rice mainly for my husband because he likes white rice as his side and I prefer sweet potato. So I'm gonna do sweet potato. It's like frozen sweet potato, like a mix of it. And I'm gonna cook that on the stove top, but for him, I'm gonna do the rice. I'm gonna go ahead and get the steamed broccoli onto here so that it can kind of roast. And because it has the water still in it from the steaming, I'm gonna allow the water to serve as like an oil effect to the broccoli to allow it to roast. But then towards like the last 5 or 8 minutes, I'm going to add olive oil and salt and black pepper. This is the root vegetables that I'm going to be grilling. We still have some left in here that I just want to use up. So it tastes okay. I wouldn't buy this again. I was not a fan of the parsnips in here. But the instructions for stovetop is to do a tablespoon of olive oil and allow them to cook until they're no longer frozen, which is about 4 to 5 minutes. But that's not true, it takes a little longer. So that's why I'm just getting a head start. It's time to put the olive oil. And it seems like a lot of the water has already dried out. As you can see, the parchment paper, I don't know if you can see, but it's a little bit brown. I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle some olive oil to start getting that roasted depth into it. And this last bit of root vegetables only has a few pieces of potato. So I might add spinach to it. I'm gonna put this back in the oven before we add black pepper. My alarm went off saying that the rice is ready. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that off. And we're gonna just let it chill there. I don't want the rice to get mushy, so I'm actually gonna just take a peek at it. Oh look, it looks perfect. Do you guys ever get that feeling when you finish cooking like your batch of rice and it actually looks good and doesn't look mushy? Yeah, well, I think that's me today. So I just went ahead and set it aside here. And I'm going to continue to cook these frozen potatoes, rooted vegetables. We're waiting on the broccoli and the salmon. Dinner is almost ready. Let's see if my husband is ready for his salmon, because he just loves salmon. Can we turn on the lamp? Let's ask him. Are you ready for your salmon?
Yeah.
What are you not looking forward to with your salmon?
All the bones inside the fish.
Oh my gosh. For some reason, he's always like, I like salmon, but only if it didn't have bones, is what you say, right? But for some reason, he always gets the salmon with like a bunch of bones in it. This is my salmon bowl. I put it on a bed of broccoli and the sweet potato root medley mix that I sauteed on the pan with olive oil, and I also topped it off with some fresh basil to maybe take away that salmon smell. But and I've got my lemon wedge here ready to go as well. So this is going to be dinner. I've got my tea here, and I'm going to finally sit down and just try to unwind for the rest of the evening. We're probably going to watch a little bit of a movie, not too much of the whole movie because we don't want to stay up too late. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. And what's kind of cool about the tea that I drink, the Yogi brand, is like the quotes that are on there. It kind of makes you think. Like this one says, compassion is the constant act of giving oneself to others. Compassion is the constant act of giving oneself to others. That actually is true. But anyway, we are already winding down for the evening. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today and doing all the errands and the cooking and all of that stuff, and like our sunny, healthy walk. We got that in too, so I'm glad that, we got things done today to get ready for the Easter holiday, so that is cool. But thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment, share it, share the channel with your friends, and I will see you all on the next vlog.